Hail adventurers, 'tis I, Tila Tequila, Jihad Johnny, and now featuring Bonbons with Pwn Star Gaming. Guys, today Bonbons is actually the center of attention. He is my Hallie mage, my hammy mage, my whatever you want to call him, and we are doing town struggles. So it is a very big requested town struggle video today. But first, as you guys know, we always do our beer of the day. Today's beer of the day is actually from Tallgrass Brewing Company. Excuse me, it is from Wichita Brewing Company, that also I guess is called Tallgrass Brewing Company, but it's 8-bit pale ale. It's an American pale ale instead of an IPA, and this is kind of a fun beer. I mean, look at it. It's just that whole 8-bit graphics on the front. It's kind of like Pac-Man. I'm pretty excited. We're gonna give it a shot, but first I got to tell you a little bit about it. I guess I'm just really excited to try it. Greg Gifford and Jeremy Horn, they were some home brewers, like most people who start their own brewing company, and they just really enjoyed brewing beers, and you know, they created their own brewery, and it started out with just a few beers on tap, and it's grown to 17. Yeah, it's grown to 17 beers on tap and growing actually, but they also are, we'll call them entrepreneurs, because everything they do that they add on to their business, it just keeps growing and doing better and prospering. They've got everything from their beers, which we probably know and love, to their pizzas inside the restaurant. They've got an event center. I mean, they just are kind of expanding Wichita Brewing into a lot of different things. So back to the beer. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see what this thing's all about. Fizzy. Yeah, I like it. Must be the can, but I kind of want to play Pac-Man. All right, well guys, let's go ahead, let's get started. Here comes the town struggles. Okay, so let's start off with what exactly is a town struggle? Well, town struggle is, we'll call it the entry level into PvP. It's very newbie friendly, and it's also very veteran friendly. It's the arcade style of PvP for Ultima Online Outlands. It's a lot of fun because when you die, you respawn and you're back in there. The object is kind of a Dominion style battle, or if you guys are familiar with World of Warcraft, a Arathi Basin. It's a lot like that battleground. Basically meaning that there's a few points and your team wants to capture those points. For each point that you guys have, you guys are going to accumulate points. But not only that, when you guys kill an enemy person of the opposing faction, you're going to actually steal points from that team for those kills based on how many points that character has earned. One of the best things about town struggles is that they are great for newer players. Meaning, when you go in there, as long as you're only wearing GM leather, GM plate, GM whatever of iron grade material or regular leather material, you're not going to lose it. The regents that you use while you're inside the struggle, they don't get used. The only thing that does get used, however, is the potion. So if you're taking potions, which you should be, if you're taking potions, they will be consumed. Keep that in mind. One of the cool things also is the Discord. The Ultima Online's Discord channel, there is a voice channel for Factions Order and Factions Chaos. Now, whichever team you get put on, it is imperative that you jump into that chat channel and you listen for the person who's going ahead and taking the lead on who the target is. As you guys know, Ultima Online PvP is all about sync dumps and choosing the right targets. So make sure you're listening to the guy in charge, or that is self-proclaimed in charge, and be a good team member. So how do you get into these town struggles? Pretty simple. Every 4 hours, a green moon gate will spawn in town, in every single town, pretty much in front of the bank. You just go in through there and you're good to go. Little option, little tip we'll say is make sure you go with your guild. You can go solo, that's totally fine. However, the guilds that do go together will be teamed together, so keep that in mind. Alright, so let's get into the technical side of things, how the scoring actually works. We'll start off by the pads, as they're called, the control points. Well, every 30 seconds there's actually a control check, and each capture zone is worth 10 points every 30 seconds. So if you have one capture zone, that's going to be 10 points to your team's score every 30 seconds. Now, there's also the individual score. The individual score doesn't necessarily make you win, but it sure as heck makes you feel good when you're number one on the rankings. The way the individual score is put as terms of captures is, once again, every 30 seconds it's going to do a control check. Let's say there's 2 people on that pad. Well, as you know, if your team owns it, then you're going to have 10 points. But there's 2 people on that pad. Well, pretty simple. It's divided up amongst those 2 people, so each person gets 5 points. Pretty simple, right? There's also some point stealing. 5% of the enemy's team points is gained by killing the enemy team member. That's really cool. So if that team is really far ahead and you are killing, X amount of members and you're getting 5% of that team score every time, well, then you can catch up pretty quickly. There's also the kill credits. The person that did the most damage on that person gets the kill. It's not necessarily last hit, which is really cool. So there really isn't much kill stealing. If you're sitting there, you get a guy down 90%, and then all of a sudden some guy just comes running in an E-Bolt team or Alley Strike team or whatever and gets the final blow, well, guess what? You got the kill because you did the most damage. The rewards. The rewards are really cool. So the winners, on the winner side, the top 10 players get individual rewards. Now that could be something silly like an unidentified katana, or it could be something really cool like a command core, or even a battle antiquity, which can sell for an astronomical amount. The winners get 2 prestige points and the losers get 1. The winners get 4 guild reward points and the losers get 2. Alright, so the prestige is for your guild, right? But what about the guild reward points? So the guild reward points, you can use them for a variety of things. You can use them for a direwolf mount token, 1200 points. You can use them for some really cool wearables like a military tunic or a belt with a sash, which actually looks really cool. You can use them for chaos cloth or order cloth. You can use them for freedom cloth, which I really haven't seen much of that. The chaos mount looks really, really cool, as does the order mount. Some of the cooler things though, you could really, now this would take a very long time, but you could really decorate a house into like some barracks type thing, some armory looking thing with armor stands everywhere, or halberds, laying around in a nice barrel. There is a lot of cool house decoration items that you can pull from the guild reward system. There's tons of banners, whether you want it to be a chaos banner, order banner, or freedom banner. There is a lot of cool stuff that you can get from the guild reward points. Make sure you check that out. Okay guys, so that's the town struggles. That should give you a pretty good, decent idea of what you're in for when you jump into that green moon gate right in front of every bank. There's actually 9 different maps, so you're never gonna get bored of the same exact map over and over again. I think it's a really good place to kind of learn, 1, how to PvP, and 2, the most important aspect of PvP, which is coordination. I think that if you take advantage of the Discord server and the voice chat and just kind of learning as you go, then you're going to be well ahead of the average player. So jump in there, have a great time, and let me know how you do. With that being said, guys, we do have our raffle. So our raffle, all you got to do is be a subscriber, And then in the comments below, just put a suggestion of kind of what you'd like this channel to cover next week. Guys, thank you very much. I hope this video was fun, inspirational, and informative. Other than that, Bone Star Gaming out.